French's is turning the mustard world upside down. Oh, wait a minute. This doesn't feel right. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Okay. French's is turning the mustard world upside down, and we'll talk about that coming right up. Hello, goblins and goblinettes. Welcome back to another edition of Destined to be Goblin. Destined Goblin here. This is where I will try a food product of some kind, maybe something you didn't even know existed, and I will decide whether or not I should give it my Destined Goblin seal of approval. French's has put out 3 new types of mustard. Now, what's the big deal about that? Well, there's a couple of things going on here. First of all, for the first time, I believe, they have put it in one of these sort of upside down squeezable bottles, like you'll see a lot of other sauces and things, that allows you to pretty much get every last drop out of it. Secondly, they have come out with 2 new flavors, and technically this one, even the regular yellow, is supposed to be a different flavor as well, because this is now called a creamy yellow mustard spread. So it's supposed to be a little bit different than your regular yellow mustard. This one is 40, and it's interesting to see the progression on these calorie counts. This one, your basic yellow mustard here, creamy yellow mustard, is 40 calories for a serving, which is 1 tablespoon. Then we move on to the Honey Chipotle, creamy Honey Chipotle mustard spread. This one is 45 calories for, again, a tablespoon. And then finally, we have Creamy Sweet Applewood mustard spread. This one is 50 calories for your serving of 1 tablespoon. So 40 for your basic, 45 for your creamy Honey Chipotle, and then the Sweet Applewood is 50. I have a couple of things going on here. I have a Monster Mug loaded with some nice cold water as sort of a palate cleanser in between. I'm going to taste each one of these on its own. And then I've got a nice fresh bag of Snyder's of Hanover dipping sticks. This is my favorite type of pretzel. And I'm going to use this to sort of taste that flavor on something as well. Now, on the back of each one of these, it has a few suggestions. They're all exactly the same on all 3 of these bottles. But it says it is great on sandwiches and burgers, which we've already known if we've ever used mustard before. Stir into potatoes, tuna, shrimp, or egg salad. Perfect for deviled eggs. So those are some of the suggestions from the manufacturer. Let's go ahead and start with the basic creamy yellow mustard spread. All right, gave that a nice shake there, and of course, it's going to have that tamper-proof top that has to come off. Okay, so there's a look at that mustard in the bottle. Smells a little different than regular mustard. It does look a little bit different as well. It almost looks a little bit smoother. That could just be my imagination, but we'll give this a shot and see. All right, so here's my official tasting spoon. Go ahead and get a nice little taste of that mustard right there. Okay, who says I don't sacrifice for my art? I'm eating mustard. Here we go. I'm gonna give this a shot. Creamy yellow mustard, creamy mustard spread. It is different. It is much creamier than regular mustard. It's got no sense of granules of anything in there. A lot of times you'll get a mustard, and not just the stone ground mustards or just the regular yellow mustards. A lot of times you'll get a little bit of grittiness in there. This is very creamy, very smooth. It has that tang of yellow mustard, but not as much, I feel, as regular yellow mustard has. I feel like this one is a little bit milder. It is a little bit smoother. I think if somebody doesn't enjoy a very strong mustard, I think you would really like this. Let's try a little bit with the pretzel. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour a little bit of that out here on a plate. And let's dip a mustard and let's get a good coating on that and see what that flavor is like. Everybody's probably had pretzels with mustard. You know what the flavor is like. Let's see how this goes. Oh, that is good. That really is different than just regular mustard. The thing I like the best about it is, like it says, creamy. It definitely is creamy. It is very mellow. I think this would be fantastic on a hot dog. It would be fantastic on a burger. Or it would be really good in deviled eggs as well. French's is always the mustard that I prefer, and I think, once again, I see why. They're a very good quality company. I'm going to do a little palate cleanse here, and we'll move on. Okay, moving on to the Honey Chipotle creamy mustard. Now we're getting into some brand new flavors. Okay, so Honey Chipotle, obviously a little bit darker color than we get from the regular yellow. There's almost a barbecue sauce aroma on this. This could be interesting. I'm kind of looking forward to this. Honey Chipotle, I'm going to be looking for some sweetness. I'm going to be looking for a barbecue flavor to it. Let's pour some of that out. There we go. And let's give that a taste. It's very kind of thick, but not thick enough that you can actually flip the spoon upside down or anything like that. So, ooh, that's got a little kick. Wow, that tastes almost more like a barbecue sauce than it does a mustard. That is very good. There's a sweetness to it. There is a smokiness to it, but there's also, like I said, there's some heat to that. There is quite a bit of tang in that, actually. I like this a lot. I could see this being used on burgers, just sandwiches in general. I think that would go really good with deli meat. I think that would make a fantastic sandwich with deli meat. Here's a little bit on a pretzel. I'm not sure this one works as well with the pretzels. It's not bad, but I think maybe corn chips, tortilla chips, something like that might go better with this one. I am very impressed with these mustards. These are very good. I can't remember what I paid for these. I want to say they were over $2, maybe close to $3, maybe even a little over $3. I'm not sure. This is great. I like that one a lot. There is a significant level of spice in that one. If you don't like a spicy mustard, you might not like that one. Sweet Applewood is the final one. Now, I would not expect much heat off of this one, but I would think this is probably going to be along those barbecue sauce lines as well. Okay, so this one didn't quite come up to the top like the others did. This is the Sweet Applewood. Again, it has sort of that barbecue sauce aroma to it, but not as strong as the Honey Chipotle. This one, there's a lot of promise in this one as well. All right, let's go ahead and do our spoon taste test here, first of all. So this one, almost a grayish color, sort of a brownish color, darker than the other ones that we've seen. This is the Applewood, Sweet Applewood. That's very sweet. That one, I'm not sure that I've ever experienced anything like that one before. I wouldn't call that a barbecue sauce flavor. I definitely would not call it a mustard flavor. It's very sweet. I'm trying to think of where this one might work out the best if you were to use it as a condiment. Let's try it on a pretzel. All right, here we go. A good dollop of that on there. I feel like this one would be very good in dips if you wanted to sweeten up your dip a little bit. I feel like this one would probably do best if it was mixed with something. The overwhelming flavor on this one is sweet. Not much smokiness to this, not a barbecue sauce flavor or anything like that. All of these are very, very creamy. The texture on these is very nice. And again, if you don't like any type of grit or anything like that in your condiments, this is the way to go. If you asked me to pick a favorite out of all of those, I'm not sure that I could do it. They are all fantastic, and I'm going to say this whole line of new French's mustards, 3-star seal of approval. I am definitely looking forward to using those on some sandwiches, on some burgers. I think there's a lot of different uses for those. This is a fantastic addition to French's lineup. Look for those in your grocery stores. You should start to see them appear if you haven't seen them already. They are out there. I will catch you next time.